I recently got the Jungian Tarot, based on the archetypes of Carl Jung. And if you don't know, he's a famous psychologist who sort of um, contemporary with Freud, and had some really interesting ideas, especially about the collective um, consciousness, and things that symbols that are um, sort of present in all cultures. It's universal. So this has been out of print for a while, but I believe it's back in print, and I was able to get it. This one, it came back in 2018. It was out of print for several years, and this is by U.S. Games. This is U.S. Games typically comes in like a flip envelope box. This one's a hard one, and it's sort of plastic coated with a matte finish. It's very nice, very solid, and it's 78 cards, and it's a different deck. It's definitely has its own sort of feel to it, and the major arcana are not labeled. And let's open the box. The box, actually, in the inside, you can see how well it is, how well done it is. It's light blue on the inside, so we have this coffin box. It's light blue. And then we have the little white book, which is actually, it's 43 pages, and I believe it has every single card in there, and it talks about them, which is kind of necessary for this deck because it is a little different. You'll see some really good things going on with the deck. And so the cards are actually in order now. The back of them is not reversible. It has sort of the same picture that's on the box. It's a beautiful image, though. It's sort of just the cards, some of the cards. Now we have death, we have the wheel, and we have the symbols. Interesting deck. It slides very easily. It's a very slippery deck. It's almost like a card trick deck. It's so slippery and very. It's not too reflective, but the cards are cut. These are very, very nicely cut. U.S. game systems, they do such a good job with their cards. So does Llewellyn and Los Scarabeo. I mean, those are the three big mass producers of cards. Well, let's go through the cards. So here we have the Fool. Interesting card. The Magician. The colors are very nice. I mean, they such a good job. On the size of the deck, it feels a little like square and fat. It's nice. It feels nice in your hands. Carl Jung, I believe it's Carl Jung, recently there was a big publishing event of his. His Red book came out. It's a huge book. It's all these pictures and drawings, all related to archetypes and just kind of free thought. It's an interesting book if you see it. It's full color and has pictures like these all in it. But it had been out of print for so long, it finally became in print, and I forget who the publisher is. It could be Taschen, I'm not certain, but it's just called the Red Book. I think Libra Red. Hangman. So I mean, you can obviously tell what these cards are supposed to be. This looks like death. Or the devil. That's the devil. So it's Green Man. Tower. The moon. We're lacking the crab though, but we do have a scarab, a snake, the dog and the wolf, two towers, the water. This looks like the star. Judgment. If you notice, they all have this disc here, in some shape or form. Wheel of Fortune. Over the bull, the eagle, the lion, the person. And here we are in staves, rods, batons, wands, all that stuff. So it looks like this is the king, and the element is fire. I kind of like this border here. It's almost like the card is floating on the cardstock. It doesn't go right up to the edge. It's nice. I like that. It doesn't feel like you're missing something. It's there. It's centered. The queen is the page, or maybe the prince, and a princess. So into the pip cards we have kind of playing. Here the border has changed. I'm getting that new card smell. It's such a nice smell. The smell of the paper, I guess the plastic. So here we have cups, obvious element, water. And we have the swords, air. I'm surprised the figures aren't in armor. Usually they would be. Notice the color yellow is there, and the yellow is now in the sort of the rope order. And here we have pentacles or coins. The element of earth. And the color it looks like is black. associated with these. These look like little portraits, little tiny portraits, like, you know, that you would see in a house. And there's the black and the gray robe. These are not so much coins as they are like wheels or something like that. To be honest, these pips are, the colors are nice, but they're kind of boring. And that is all of the deck. Put these back. They're slipping everywhere. That's okay. Let's look at the book. Now the book is just in black and white. It's just thin paper. Yeah, so this was reissued in 2018, and that's what this one is. But anyway, that's me going through the Jungian Tarot. A different deck. It's very usable. But yeah, it's nice. I do like this. This is a good deck.